Hello again there, internet, and specifically Alyssa. I think we're really the only ones who watch this anymore. I have a Jondavid with me. I've still been thinking about this prompt, and I don't know what to do. Help.
Help, what do?
Yeah, that. But basically, so I've been doing a lot of thinking about, like, literary heroes and both traditional and non-traditional heroes and why they are heroic and what I like about them and what I don't like about them. And there are too many options. There are too many, and I cannot choose. I could go like the Shakespearean route and be all like, well, I just played Antonia, and even though the Antonio character is not typically seen as being heroic in the slightest, I think that this, that, the other thing, blah, 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 because I can get into the internal psyche of the character, because I know the character so well. But I could always go the traditional route and be all like Frodo Baggins, or Samwise Gamgee, or Aragorn, or Legolas, or Gandalf the Grey. And there are just way too many options. And I don't know what to do.
Tom Bombadil.
Please speak on Tom Bombadil, Jondavid. I'm sure Alyssa would love to hear that.
He has yellow boots. That is all.
But no, I'm tempted to be all like, Tamora Pierce, wow, Alana's the coolest. But that's partially only because I've had so much influence.
And I couldn't help you there because I haven't read any Tamora Pierce in like 8 years.
Yeah, well, you should.
I know.
But like, Tamora Pierce really influenced me as a writer and as a young person of the female variety growing up where, real life wasn't very fun, and so fantasy worlds were where it's at. I don't know. I could be all like, rah, Alana, she's so awesome and she's so cool, and even though she's not in a place of real immense power, she totally helps out the prince, and she disguised herself as a boy for, like, what was it, 7 years? 7 years. She was 11 when she went. She was 18 when she became a knight. So yeah, 7 years. The most important 7 years developmentally in the life of a young girl. And I could just go on and on forever about how she totally was a badass without ending up sacrificing her femininity in the end. And how she totally don't need no man, even though she got one anyway in the end. Because George is awesome, and Jonathan is not okay for her. Yeah. We haven't even touched on, like, Harry Potter. Neville's a hero. Neville is a literary hero, and he undergoes a hero's journey, and that totally gets, like, undermined by the fact that Harry is the chosen one, and even though Neville was the one who was all like, I'm nothing, I'm not anything at all, I'm growing up in this magical world and I can barely do magic at all, and he just, like, that growth and finding himself and everything, it just doesn't get focused on in the books.
It would have been a lot more awesome if Neville had been the actual chosen one and Harry was just a red herring all along.
See, I was really kind of hoping that was going to be what happened.
A red herring?
I'll be honest. What other literary heroes can we talk about? Let's see. I could talk about Caliban as a literary hero.
That would be tricky.
We can easily talk about him as a misunderstood character who isn't exactly a villain, but really only a product of his circumstances and the lack of education that he received being what bred him to do what he did.
That whole not being able to speak for the first 15 years of his life.
At least. Yeah. And the whole, only being driven by instinct for the vast majority of his life, and that being the only reason why make more Calibans. Yeah, we'll do that thing. And then Prospero was all like, whoa, 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 back it up there, back it up.
Rightfully so, although perhaps they should have thought to educate him about that sort of thing too.
Yes.
Caring for an evil witch's deformed son is a huge responsibility.
And should not be taken on lightly.
No.
Raise your Calibans right. If you don't talk to your Caliban about rape, who will?
Their instincts.
Yes, indeed.
We don't want that.
No.
If you're watching and you have a Caliban, we mean nothing personally.
Yeah, we're not trying to judge how you raise your Calibans. We're just trying to... Literary heroes. That's what we're trying to do. Yeah. I could talk about so many things. I could talk about Dr. Faustus and how Mephistopheles could be considered the hero for being like, hey, yo, so, Faustus, buddy.
You don't really want to do this.
You don't really want to do this. I mean, I can help you out, but here's what the cost is going to be. Are you sure? Like, are you positive you want this? Like, I can do all this stuff for you, but in the end, I'm going to have your soul. And you're going to regret this decision. Faustus, what are you doing? Faustus, you're drunk. Faustus, go home. And then Faustus was all like, bring it on. Mephistopheles was all like, okay.
Side note, have you ever noticed that just how many parallels there are between Faustus and Little Shop of Horrors?
What? Oh my god.
Yep.
So by saying that Mephistopheles could potentially be the literary hero of Dr. Faustus, we are also saying that...
Audrey, too, is a hero.
Feed me, Seymour. Well, I mean,
Seymour was kind of an awful person anyway, so...
Well, misguided.
Also a product of his circumstances.
Exactly. Boom, full circle.
Seymour is Caliban.
Seymour is Caliban. At least he didn't beat his girlfriend. Damn dentist. This got really dark really fast.
I mean, the
and
sun
I'm
is
not
going
just
down.
talking about the light. So I think the conclusion we're coming to is
you're gonna have to edit the crap out of this.
Well, yes. But I think the conclusion we're coming to is there's too much literature and not enough time to pick a single literary hero or heroine and to just talk about how awesome they are. Yeah.
We could, but then we'd have to talk about all of them.
And that nobody wants to see.
And Panda doesn't want to edit.
No, that would take forever. It would take longer to edit. It would take probably 5 times longer to edit than it would to actually talk about.
Mm-hmm.
So we're not going to do that. Ugh, I'm hungry.
Me too.
I think it's dinner time.
Yep.
I don't want to go eat Aramark, but I gotta eat something.
Good vlog.
Alright. Signing off. I guess. Yeah, that thing. Oh!
If they want to give us money for that, I'm open to it.
I could always use money. I'm so low on money. I have negative money.
It's not just that I could use money, but you could use me.
I can't do it. I can't. I broke. I'm sorry. I'm done. I broke.